Hey guys, here will be a model review of a Classic Construction Models 148 scale push-pull 637E scraper. And so first of all, I'll be going over the functionality of the model, and then I will be going into greater detail of this model. So to start off with the functions, as you can see with the first function, you have an opening door, and I'm going to keep it open for this review because it's extremely hard to get open, and I will basically show you the inside of the cab and then I will shut it. So the scraper, if you were looking at it from frontal view, it turns 90 degrees completely to the right and completely 90 degrees to the left, just like a real scraper would on a haul road or in the cut or fill. Your apron raises up that far and it drops down to the ground. Your bowl lifts up that high and it drops down that low. Basically it touches the table, no problems. And then your ejector goes all the way forward to the front of the scraper to simulate unloading material, obviously. And then one more feature about this model, obviously, other than it rolls really smoothly, is your apron, or your bale has hydraulics on it so that it can, you could connect it to another one of these or any other scraper model that you might have to simulate a push-pull loading or cut. So anyway, now I'm going to be going over the detail of this model. So hang on while I make some camera adjustments, and then we'll be going over the detail. So as I'm trying to focus the camera, hold on. Okay, so now I seem to have focus. Sorry about that, guys. So anyway, as you can see inside the cab, you have a steering wheel and you have clear levers in there, and a painted seat with warning graphics. And then now to show you with the door shut, you have a little CAT logo. Everything's painted. Your handrails are all metal. Your ladder down here is also metal. Your tires are a dull black, which is nice. It says Goodyear. Your hubs are metal and they have nice bolt detail. Getting to the front, and I know it's hard to see, it's not focusing very well, but you have the old, there it is, CAT logo, the C with the 637E. You have the Caterpillar markings right here, with an etched through grill. Here's your bale, raises and lowers with metal, with cylinders and everything. Here are your headlights, they're painted silver. Getting into the side of the tractor, you have metal air intake, a metal engine, or a metal exhaust, more metal ladders and handrails. Another 637E with the C, the Classic CAT. Your tires the same on this side. Here's the upper side of the cab. Getting into the articulation point, basically, of the tractor. Here you can see your transmission with all your hydraulic lines. They do flex. You got more in here. Here are your cylinders to do the turning of the tractor. You can see you got more warning graphics in there. Hydraulic lines, grease points, filter or oil filters and more hydraulic lines up here. And then getting to this side, you can see there's more hydraulic lines. And then this is your bail. And to show you a closer look of how that works, basically this raises up and you know, there's your cutting edge. It's got wear guarding on it and, you know, wear guarding right here. And so it's really nice. CAT logo right there, 637E CAT logo, more warning stickers to give you a good view of the inside of the bowl. You can see it's pretty plain in there as far as, you know, there's not going to be any sort of details, just flat metal, but you can see your ejector, if I can get it to go forward. Come on. Your ejector, this is a pain. I'm holding the camera and trying to, there we go. So you can see there's a cylinder in there, and then there's your frame to the tractor, or to the bowl. So that's basically your ejector. The screen that would, you know, keep the dirt from basically going back and hitting the pony engine of the tractor, or the secondary engine, is plastic. As you can see, it flexes, which is a little bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. You can see the inside of your engine right here for the secondary engine. You got all sorts of steps with anti-slip texture. Another step to get to the back of the scraper. On the top, more metal handrails, air intake, exhaust. The back of the scraper, you can see this is your guard to protect the radiator, which is etched through again. It's plastic, but it can move for the other scraper to hook its bail onto the back. And then here's the tip, the end of the tip. And here's your fenders, another look at the engine, 637E. And yeah, I mean, you can just see, you know, basically roughly the amazing amount of detail that is in this model. So yeah, this is just a real rough, quick overview of the machine as far as seeing everything that's there, how the model's built. There might have been things that I missed or have gotten wrong. I apologize. Just looking underneath the machine, since some of you guys probably want to see that, you can see the underside of your engine. It says classic construction models on the underside of the bowl, and then your tractor is plain at the bottom, but it is still a nice model. Now I'm going to be getting into my final conclusions of the model and tell you what I think. So, in summary, this is a really nice model from CCM. It is expensive. I bought it from, and it is discontinued. I bought it from Dave's Models for about 650 bucks, I believe. He has one left in stock, and he is selling it for more. So, you know, I think he wanted like 700 or something like that for it. So, it is a very nice model. There are not too many good scraper models out there. I know the Norscot 657 doesn't have, you know, a moving ejector, and it has some other disappointing features about it, and I think the articulation isn't as good either, and it obviously doesn't have the amount of detail as this one does. So when you're buying this model, it is a very expensive model, but you definitely get your money's worth. I mean, the features that it has, the engine detail, the cab detail that it has, it just it amazes me beyond belief. So definitely a must-buy if you're into earth-moving equipment, especially some more classical earth-moving equipment, as this is an E model, which I believe was offered in the 1980s 80s in real life. This model does come with a spec booklet of the brochure. I do not have it currently for the model review. I have it sitting downstairs, so I'm not going to be able to show that to you, but it does come with, you know, it goes over the controls and the history and the engine and all, you know, basically everything that a normal spec book would. So that's really good. That adds to the collectability of this model. And yeah. Something I do not recommend for this model is I would not use it for any sort of diorama or playing. You know, I would use this model strictly as a shelf piece, for it is, you know, it has a lot of metal to it, but it is extremely expensive and very, very delicate. It has a lot of delicate parts to it. So this would be a model that I would not recommend to somebody who's looking to use a scraper for a dial. That would be more of a Norscot model I would use for that. But as far as just a detailed good scraper, this is definitely a must buy, and the other must buy would be the 631E, which is the younger brother to this scraper as well. But that's if you can find either of them and are willing to pay the expensive prices. But other than that, definitely a must-have, and I hope you enjoyed this quick model review. It is definitely an extremely hard model to try to review and, you know, freehand the camera at the same time, but hopefully you guys like it. And if you have any more questions about it, I'll be happy to answer them on the comments page below the video once it's uploaded to YouTube. So yeah, have a good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye, guys.